Greetings, everybody. How in the world wide are you? Hope you are having just a phenomenal day. And if you're not having one, you will actually make it be a phenomenal day. A little bit more informal today, not actually presenting a lesson, though I always like to throw some type of message in what I do. But I want to start out by saying in 1985, 35 years ago, the group Level 42 put out a song called Something About You. Cool song, nice melodies, nice lyrics to it. And to think about that song is about somebody else. But I have a question. Do you ever think about yourself in the same way? Do you ever look at yourself and say there's something about you looking in the mirror? Do you ever say there's something about me and really look at the good you are to this world? Or do you gripe and wish life would be so much differently or wish you'd have made different decisions? We can do that all day, but how productive is it? Typically, it's not very productive at all. I say that because I've been to that place where I've done that and I've berated myself and I looked at all of my shortcomings and I look at all of what I didn't feel as if I didn't have or could not do. I've been on the very low end, been very shallow, but I'm a little bit differently with what I'm doing now. And for as long as people know me, I haven't been one to celebrate my birthday. There's not because there's some religious faction I'm a part of that says I should not do it, or not because I'm anti-birthday, because I do celebrate other people and I gift other people, just not something I've done on my own. But I'm at a different place now and I'm going to start doing it. And I say this message to anybody who feels that same way. And May 1st of this year, during this whole pandemic, I hope you've got a lot out of this pandemic, regardless of what is taking place. You should have gotten something differently. You should be a different person at this point, even though it is still going on. But May 1st was one of those days where I had an epiphanous moment, so to speak, where I had to really look at myself. And I was actually outside doing something where I get a lot of my meditating and my thinking time doing something outside. And God really spoke to me as to why I don't celebrate me. Now, I want him to celebrate me, but I can't ask God to do something I'm not willing to do myself, which we do all of the time. We want God to do everything, but we're not willing to do it ourselves. And he told me point blank, the reason is, in all of my inspiring, all of my encouraging, even though I have grown tremendously, I was still holding on to the old me, not the reckless me, but the one where I didn't think I was anybody. I didn't think I could make a difference or would make a difference in this world. I didn't see myself as anything. And even though I thought I'd gotten beyond that, I was still harboring some of that from my past life. When I just thought so little of me, didn't see any beauty in my being at all. I only saw negative and only saw the smaller parts of me that didn't amount to anything. And so on that day is where I knew, okay, I got to look at life even different from what I was already doing. Yeah, I've done a lot. I've been able to make an impact on a lot of people's lives, including my own, but there was still that small part of me I was holding on to. In life, we're always going to grow. We always have something to wrestle with. There's always something to overcome. And I hope you will be honest enough with yourself to say, okay, this is it. It may not be what mine is, but to be honest enough with yourself to know, okay, I'm hindered because I'm holding on to this. I've got to get beyond this. So I truly hope you would do that. And with that, I had to really look at what I'm grateful for and why God made me and made me for this particular time of the earth. And I had to think about the good in me. I love to cook. Think about my cooking ability, my ability to speak, to write, to inspire other people, to be able to mix and mingle with other races, to be able to overcome, to be able to lead and be led by the right leaders, the ability to be able to think like I do, to be able to cast vision like I do, to be able to be confident, finally be confident, but to be humble at the same time. So when I really looked at all of that, I knew it was only right why I actually had to start celebrating me. And I'm not saying you have to celebrate me. Again, hopefully this is a message to help somebody else who may be struggling with the self-doubt and the no self-esteem that you've been holding on to for so long. It's really time to let it go. I don't care how old you are. You can be half of my age. I'm about 42, but you still need to let it go if you really want to have a beautiful life, that you really progress. So I really hope you do that. And when I look at my birthday, something I hadn't celebrated, but I have family who's wanted to celebrate me, my church family, my close associates, my PBL family, so to speak, my old dual enrollment cohorts of Central Georgia Tech. There's people who want to celebrate me, but I've always hindered it. And I'm one of those type, if I want to do something to somebody, I can't stand if somebody don't allow me to do that. So I have to get, again, something else I've had to learn to get beyond. So I'm going to start celebrating. And I'm going to say right now, August 1st, 2020 is going to be the beginning of a international holiday called Worldwide One. All right, it's going to be my day, Worldwide One. And now I give big shout out to my pastor, Pastor Troy Wayne, I learned a lot from, who celebrates the whole month of September. I'm not going to celebrate the whole month, but I'm going to take the first 7 days in August and really just celebrate me. I'm not saying I'm going to celebrate big with a lot of people all day, so I'm just going to post everything, but I'm going to take 7 days. I'm going to stop there because the 8th is a very significant day. One, it was my grandmother's birthday and also my youngest niece's birthday, and she's a 5-year-old. I don't want to take any attention away from her and her day. I don't want to interfere with it at all, but I'm definitely going to make it an international holiday, Worldwide One, August 1st, starting 2020, so you can look forward to that. And I named this my birthday Volume 42 because volume holds weight. I could have said page 42, I could have said chapter 42, but I hold so much more weight than just a page or just a chapter. And again, I say that very humbly, but I'm extremely confident in what I can say about myself and what I know I can do and what I know I'm going to do in this life before I leave here. And this is somebody who's been there where I didn't care about living. I wanted to die. I was ready to die. I've tried it. I understand suicide. I understand all the depressive states of life. More than you all will ever know. It's just I knew how to hide it extremely well. I was still nice to other people. I was still going to work and being kind, still being as encouraging, not on this level, but I was still doing it all that time because I knew how to mask it. I felt like if I can't make me feel good, I might as well do something to make somebody else's day. And I still do that, but I know if I'm going to be really genuine in what I do and helping other people, I have to really be able to see it in myself. So I'm very grateful to be beyond my old way of thinking. When I thought so little, it was very indestructible thoughts and indestructible life. There was a time where I just wanted to drink myself to death. I drank more than you ever know. Again, it just didn't affect me in that way. Ironically, it didn't affect me to where I went out and got foolish and grateful I never got behind the wheel of a vehicle and done some damage and killed somebody. But I've been to that place where I just wanted to be done with me, be done with life. But there's always power through Jesus Christ. I know a lot of people don't want to hear Jesus, but that is truly where your foundation is. That's where you were born. There's a lot of people don't believe in him at all. And I pray for any of you in that state. But that has been the difference in me and why I know to celebrate me. Just like we celebrate God. God wants to celebrate us and he wants us to celebrate us. So level 42, Worldwide One is coming August 1st, 2020. And I hope if you do not, you look at why you should celebrate yourself. You stop looking at all the ways to chop yourself up and really look at all the good you've done in this life and all the good you have the potential to do, even if you hadn't done it yet. That's where having a good vision come in, to know what you can do in this life, and I hope you will. Enjoy the rest of your day. This is Worldwide Watkins, the Life Teacher.